Okay, hello and good morning. Let's take a look at today's bell work, but before we do, there are some people that owe me books. Now, if your name's not on this list and you still owe me a book, make sure I get it in. Okay, so Lewis, Kylie, Raymond, Christian, Jaden, Aaron, Sarah, Fiona, Nicole, and Skylar. Make sure I get those books back. And again, if I didn't mention your name but you owe a book, make sure I get it back as well. So let's take a look here. This one right here, anything to the zero power is 1, but that negative is not to the zero power, only this. So that becomes a 1. So the answer is going to be a -1 on that one. This one's a negative exponent, so what you do is you flip it, or do the reciprocal, and then you put it to a +2, and then everything inside here is going to get a 2, so that's going to be power to a power, so that's going to be y squared, or y to the 10th power rather, and x, 2 times 2 is going to be x to the 4th power, and that should be your answer. This one right here, they're both negative, so switch them like that. So you're going to get x to the +10 and x to the +7, but you got more x's at the top. You have 3 more x's at the top. This one right here, you multiply the numbers, 2 times 2 is 4, but you add the exponents and get m to the 5th power. If you have the same base, you add exponents. This one right here, everything inside here gets a -2, so it's going to be 4 to the -2, x to the -2, and y to the -2. And then what you're going to do is drop everything down here, and it's going to be 4 squared, which is 16, x squared and y squared. So you would just change that to a 16 and you're done. All right, today's work is right here. Okay, and then the back side, which is right here. Okay, no answers today. You're going to have to get that on your own. Let's talk about geometry. All right, before we get started, I have some people who owe me some books. If your name's not on here, but you did get a book, make sure I get it back. Look up here. I have Lewis, Kylie, Raymond, Christian, Jaden, Aaron, Sarah, Fiona, Nicole, and Skylar. Make sure I get those back. All right, let's take a look here. This is a line, and every line is worth 180 degrees. Now, this one has a 1 tick mark, and so does this one. So this one is the same, so put 2x. You're going to add all this up and set it equal to 180. Well, 2x and 5 is 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 9x plus 6. This is a two-step equation, so you're going to go ahead and subtract 6 and then divide by 9. So whatever that is, I guess it's 174 divided by 9. That's probably not going to go evenly because I made this one up. Anyhow, 174 divided by 9, in this case I get 19.3 repeating, which is really 1/3. But now they want you to find angle CBD. So CBD is this angle right here. Since I already have all of this in my calculator, just leave it and then times 5 and then plus 6 and press equals. I get 102.7. So this angle is 102.7 degrees. Make sure you understand that. Okay, this is called a linear pair when you add up two angles, or supplementary. This one right here, all the angles of a triangle add up to 180, so this gives you 5x plus 40 is equal to 180 degrees. You're going to subtract 40 and get 5x is equal to 140, and then divide by 5. So 140 divided by 5, clear it out, 140 divided by 5 is going to be 28. So I get 28 for x, but if they want to know the angle, you'd multiply by 2 or multiply by 3. Make sure you understand that. This one right here says draw a regular septagon. That is 7 sides. I don't know if I can do that, but I'm going to try. Well, 360 divided by 7 will give me an idea here of the angles. So 360 divided by 7, so I'm going to get 51 degrees. Now, if you make your coordinate plane in here, this is 90. So 51 is probably about right here. And then another 90 is here, so 51 is probably about right here. And then another 90 is about right here, so 51 is about right here. So this is going to look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is a hexagon, regular hexagon. But I want 7 sides. I'm just going to freehand it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is a regular septagon. The question here is find the interior angle measure. So all of these angles is what I'm looking for. So we use that formula, n minus 2 times 180. Okay? So that's going to be 7 minus 2. So that's 5 triangles because each triangle is worth 180. So the interior angle measure is going to be 180 times 5, which gives me 900 degrees. So the whole thing is 900 degrees. But then it goes on to say, what is the measure of one of these? So what you would do is take 900 divided by 7. So 900 divided by 7, which gives you 128.57. So one angle is equal to 128.57 degrees. Okay? Now the question, next one is, what is one exterior angle? Well, if this angle is 128, let's say, and I'm going to round that off. If that's 128, the whole line is 180. So this one exterior angle is going to be 180, which is this line, minus whatever that is. So minus 180, it's going to be a negative, but just change it to a positive. So the exterior angle is about 51 degrees, and that's how you do that. Make sure you memorize this formula. Now let's say you're taking a test and you forget this formula, put a dot and then make some triangles like a shell. This should give you 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. Okay? And that is called the shell method, is what I call it. All right, that takes care of that. Let's take a look at day 5 here. And that's this one right here. So make sure you put day 5 and put your name, date, and period. Okay, today's date is 5/18. Let's take a look at what she did. And I say she being Miss Smalley. All right, anyhow, so this one is a triangle. So what did she do? She added up all of this and set it equal to 180. She combined like terms and she got 6x. She might have subtracted. She did these two and then she added it and got that, and then she divided by 6. So you should get 33 for that one. Okay? All the angles, that's called the triangle sum theorem. This one right here says given and prove. Well, given is always first. You see this right here? This is always first. And look at what she did. Given is first. So she's looking for one that has this first. And what you want to prove is always last. That's the way it is. So you're looking for something that has that last. So number 4, or rather, yeah, number 4 should be last. And so this is the only one that has number 4 last and number 3 first. Okay, so that's the way you do it. The given is always first. Write that down. This one right here says, what is the DF? Let me see. What is segment DF? So look at this diagram. DF is this whole thing. So let me see what she did. Okay, so it's hard for me to see because she wrote on it. So let me see if I can find another copy. Okay, here we go. So on this one right here, this side is equal to this side, so that is and these are equal, so these two are equal, okay? It's a bisector. It's an angle bisector of an isosceles triangle. So you're going to put 3a is equal to a plus 6. You're going to subtract a and get 2a equals 6. You're going to divide by 2 and get a equals 3. But then they want to know what this whole DF is. So you're going to put 3 plus 6 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18, and 18 is the answer she has. Okay, right here. It says find the perimeter. Okay, that's another one. Okay, well, let's see. If this is 18, let me see what she did here. The square root of 319. I'm not sure what she did there, so let me think. If the perimeter is 58, so the whole perimeter is 58, find E, the length of EG. EG is this one. Okay. All right, I got it now. All right, so look at what she did. She got 18 for this one, all right? So the whole perimeter is 58. So you would take 58 minus 18 and get 40, and then you would split that up and get 20. Then she made a right triangle. So this piece is 20. You're looking for that piece, and you know this piece right here is 9. So then you color your box and you do Pythagorean's theorem. So you say x squared plus 9 squared is equal to 20 squared, and then you work this out. So you get 400, and then you're going to subtract 9 times 9 is 81, and then you're going to take the square root, and that's what she has here. All right, so that's a good little problem there. So make sure you stay with it. Number 7, put a star by that one. Definitely rework that one and think about what she did here. All right, select all statements to describe EG. EG is an altitude. It's also an angle bisector because it splits that angle. It's a perpendicular bisector because it hits at 90 degrees. It is a line segment. It has 2 endpoints. It's a median and it's an angle bisector. It's all of these. You might want to go back and review these definitions. Let's take a look at this one. And the figure below represents, or the figure represents a swing set. So you have this angle here, or this triangle here. So let's see. It says 2 12-foot poles connected by a brace in the middle. So you got 2 poles like this. And these poles are both 12 feet. Okay. Now, let's see what else. The distance between the 2 poles is 5 feet. So the bottom here is 5 feet. Okay. And so what you're looking for is this one is equal to this one. So that's going to make that 6 up here and 6 right there, which is what she has. See that 6? Okay. So what you're looking for is this cross member here. Find the length of each brace. All right, so let me think about this a minute. So this one is in the middle. It's a mid-segment, okay? And so the mid-segment, and let me just look that up real quick to get the